Moving on. Washington State's primary election was exactly 3 weeks ago, but there is still one statewide race that is definitely up in the air. Nearly 2 million ballots will have to be recounted by hand to determine who moves on to the general election in November. We're talking about the race for Commissioner of Public Lands. Now, that person will oversee about 6 million acres of public land in Washington and enforce environmental laws on those lands. The top two vote getters move on to November. Former Republican Congresswoman Jaime Herrera Beutler easily took the top spot, but the race for second, that's a much different story. Democrat Dave Upthegrove and Republican Sue Keel Peterson are separated by just 51 votes. That's an incredibly small number. Each got over 396,000 votes. All right, so here are the thresholds for what triggers either a machine recount or, in this case, a hand recount. The difference needs to be less than 1,000 votes and 0.25% between the two candidates. In this case, they definitely met that. They are 64 ten-thousandths of a percent apart. So, yeah, this one does qualify. This race for second place is the closest statewide race in the history of Washington's primary. The last election that triggered a statewide recount was back in 2004 when Christine Gregoire became governor by just 129 votes after 3 different recounts. The last statewide primary race that triggered a recount was in 1960 when 252 votes separated 2 candidates for superintendent of public instruction. In nearby Clark County, elections workers spent the weekend and Monday sorting ballots by precinct, and the hand recount of around 137,000 ballots in this current election began today.
It's not all bad that we're doing a manual recount once in a while in Clark County, because the manual recount is truly the best test of the integrity of an elections process. When you've got humans, 2 humans looking at an individual ballot and just focusing on that one race, they're looking at it really intently. And so it will, we believe it will reinforce people's confidence in the integrity of the elections process here in Clark County and in the state.
Very nice. Washington's Secretary of State's office expects the recount to be completed by early next week to determine who moves on to challenge Jaime Herrera Beutler.